nervous. In short, I shouldn't be. We shouldn't be. But obviously, we're going to win. But it's going to be nervous.
Fair enough. Do you think you'll win though? Yeah.
Yes.
And then the other one is Doncaster versus Wockrington, according to the way I've typed this out. But Workington Town. So that's a repeat of what we saw this week. And if we got a similar sort of game, 70 points scored, I think we'd all be happy with that, wouldn't we? So we'll see.
I'd like Doncaster to win just to get Workington out of the picture, please.
Doncaster have been in fantastic form as well, haven't they, in the last 6 weeks or so?
To be fair, that's my hope.
Okay, it's the NRL Grand Final, and I know I'm sat in a room with not necessarily fully NRL fans this season after them going back onto Sky Games, but I want your views on who's going to win versus the Storm and the Roosters. And to preface that, we did a poll, and the poll came out 76% in favour of the Storm, 24% in favour of the Roosters. So I'll go to you first, Langers. Do you think that poll reflects your view?
I've not watched a lot. I watched the Roosters Rabbitohs game, and I quite like the look of Cooper Cronk and him going up against the Storm. I think it's a really good story.
Yeah, big injury out, of course. After that game,
I mean,
he got through that game, so surely he can play next week.
Yeah, they'll needle him up, and they'll want him in that game.
And it could be his last ever game, couldn't it?
Yeah, I think they've got a sneaky feeling, the Roosters.
Yeah.
I mean, based on nothing other than seeing a few games this year.
Sarah, famously, you don't care about the NRL?
I think the Storm will definitely win it, based on the fact that I can't even remember who the Roosters' first name is.
Sydney.
Oh, I thought that was the Rabbitohs.
There's different Sydneys.
There we go, see?
Yeah.
That is how much I know about
the NRL.
It's like Hull FC and Rovers, there might be better merging.
like Castleford, Wakefield and Featherstone.
No, not the same.
You could have a decent ground at Featherstone then.
You might get to host some finals.
Yeah, and it might be full for once.
Rob, any view on this one?
No.
Okay, Alan.
No, I do watch a lot of NRL. I can't abide either of these teams.
No. This isn't last year's Storm that were entertaining and enjoyable. It's gone back to that gritty, grind out wins Storm.
It's like saying which arm do you want amputating? I think the Storm will win because they'll just cheat enough to get it done.
The Roosters' defence really impressed me last week, and that gives me a think that they can do it, but I think Melbourne won't make stupid decisions when they can take a two, or when they can pick out people when they're injured and stuff like that. I think Melbourne are clever enough to make all those right calls, so I think the Storm will edge a narrow one. I'm going to go something like 10 points to 8 or something, though. It won't be a
low score. Yeah. These things usually are.
Okay, that is all of next week's games. Accurately predicted across the board. One of us is going to be right almost on all of them.
Broken clock's right twice a day, isn't it?
There you go. So Emma had never heard that until someone talked about Gary Schofield the other week on the 4020 podcast. That is everything done. We're going to do the wrap up now. We've got some quizzes. So, listeners at home, this is my SLP quiz for the 200th episode, and it's going to be match the player to the all-time SLP stat category that they lead in. So that's the leader in this stat since the start of the 2014 season for each of the stats listed. So I'm going to list you 10 players and then 10 stats, and then what we'll do is we'll edit the show together neatly so that we don't spend loads of time thinking about it here, but you guys pause the show at home, play along. So write your players down now. Number 1, Adam Cuthbertson. Number 2, Chris Hill. Number 3, Danny Brough. Number 4, Danny Houghton. Number 5, Jacob Miller. Number 6, Jamie Shaw. Number 7, Jerry McGilvray. Number 8, Callum Watkins. Number 9, Liam Watts. Number 10, Liam McCarthy-Scarsbrook. I'm not going for them again. If you missed any, rewind. The stats then. The most wins with 94. The most tries with 94. The most tackles with 5,936. The most metres with 16,550. The most errors with 163. The most penalties conceded with 108. The most offloads made with 352. The most 40-20s kicked with 29. The most tackle busts with 459. And the most missed tackles with 337. So write down your answers, and then we're going to play a little game with the guys in the studio. Okay, so we gave out 10 players and we mentioned 10 stats, and we've had a lot of fun here talking about it, even though it seems like we've just listed them off a second ago. We're going to go through them now. Mark yourselves at home, as we're going to mark ourselves in the room. So, for the first stat, which is most wins with 94, Alan, who did you get?
Lou McCarthy-Scarsbrook.
Which is correct. He's actually played the equal most games, 143, along with Paul McShane during the Super League pod era, the equal most Super League games. Should be clarified. Okay, most tries with 94. Rob, who did you get?
No, this was one we were stuck on, so I've taken a punt at McGilvery.
Jermaine McGilvery is correct.
I nearly went early on.
In your face, Scoops.
Well,
Okay.
we've got players here.
Arguably the simplest one to answer for any regular listeners of the Super League pod would be most tackles with 5,936. Sarah, who had the most tackles?
Danny Houghton.
Yeah, mate. Okay. Langers, most metres with 16,550. This one caused a bit of discussion in the room.
I've gone Chris Hill.
Chris Hill of the Warrington Wolves is correct. Okay. Most errors with 163. Alan, who have you gone with?
I went with Jamie Shaw.
It's Callum Watkins,
Yes.
the Leeds Rhinos.
I've got that one.
Yeah. Most penalties with 108. Rob?
Against my better judgment, the room went with Liam Watts.
The room were correct. No judgment to go with the room was
They must have all been while they were at FC.
Yeah, probably.
Most offloads with 352. Sarah?
Hang on, that's G. Adam Cuthbertson.
That is correct, yeah. He had 2 seasons of being like nearly twice as many as anyone else in the league. So that's where he got so far ahead in that category. Okay, most 40-20s with 29. Langers?
I've gone Danny Buff.
Yeah, Danny Bruff had 29. The next nearest in that time was 15. So Danny Bruff kicked a lot more than anyone else.
Was that Luke Gale? Who was the second?
I can't remember, and I've not got the spreadsheet open now.
Would,
I think there was more than one with 15. Most tackle busts with 459. Where were you at, Alan?
Well, I went wrong. I went with Jerry McGilvery.
Okay. Did anyone else go with anyone else?
No, I went Jerry.
It was James Shaw.
Oh, yeah.
Did it? No one know? Okay, and the final one, most missed tackles with 337. Rob, who did you go for?
Yeah, who's left? I think it's Jacob Miller that's left.
Yeah.
Although I noticed I've put B twice, so who knows? Yeah, I'm going to say Jacob Miller.
It was Jacob Miller.
Jacob.
Okay, so we all did okay in the room. Langers has prepared a quiz for us as well that Rob is going to deliver.
Yeah.
Well, caveat, I sent a request for questions out to the SLP family
Okay.
and got them, and they sent in questions.
Are these for me then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just for you. So
okay.
there's a little mixture. They've come in from various areas. I gave kind of topics, and they've come back with different things.
Excellent. Hit me with them, Rob.
Okay, number 1. So there's a. This isn't name the person or character. Number 1, clue 1 is his name is chanted at the DW.
Okay.
You want to guess?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No one's chanted at the DW, told me. You never seen me.
It is a bit of a library sometimes.
At least we're not to read a book.
Clue number 2 is he is in law enforcement.
Not a clue.
Number 3 is he lives in Springfield.
So this is someone from the Simpsons. Ralph, Officer Wiggins.
Well, I'll give you half of that. Sheriff Wiggum.
Sheriff Wiggins.
Or Chief Wiggum, actually.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I got it wrong then, didn't I? Got it wrong. No points. Move on.
Okay. Question 2.
Who did that one come in from?
That was Tim G.
Right. He's getting a tough quiz next time.
Did Tim G do number 2? Because I don't think you get this.
I think he did as well. Yeah.
Alright, okay. Let's hope you get it on the first 2 clues because I can't even pronounce the third one. Name the character. 1. He is virtually indestructible.
Okay.
Clue 2 is he's supported by the angels.
Not helping.
And clue 3 is he's shown in Super
Marionation.
Well done, Sarah.
Is it Charlie?
It's Captain Scarlet, but it's gone out of my head.
I've never watched Captain Scarlet.
I just assumed that was a callback from
From Captain Scarlet.
Yeah, from Captain Scarlet episode, yeah.
Okay, we'll into the serious questions now. These are rugby league related. So number 1, this is Name the Ground. Most famously known as a Tesco car park.
Central Park.
Correct. Name the game, number 1. Played on the 2nd of May 1998.
2nd of May 1998?
Yep.
It must be the Challenge Cup final, the Sheffield Eagles beating the Wigan Warriors at Wembley.
Yeah, it was. 2 points.
Amazing, that.
Game number 2. 18th of October 2003.
Well, I'm going to have to guess that it was Bradford Bulls beating Wigan at Old Trafford.
It was.
Yeah.
Game number 3.
I didn't even suggest that, by the way. Wasn't even mine.
5th of September 1999.
5th of September 1999. Will this not have been then the final... this is you, and this is the first game at the DW, and it was Cass beating Wigan in the playoffs, weren't it?
Well, I'm offended by that. The answer is no.
Is it the last game at Central Park then, against St Helens?
Attendance 18,000.
Last game at Central Park, I guess.
Yep. And what was the score for a bonus point?
I don't know. Jason Robinson scored in the game. I wasn't a fan at that stage. That was before my time.
Okay, it was 28-20 to Saints.
Yeah. No, Wigan won that one, didn't they?
Oh, did they? Well, I'm surprised you put that in. I'll have to give her a Wigan one. Name the game for.
Before my time, I've never even seen the game.
Alright, well I was at this game, so there's a big clue. Name the game for 19th of September 1999.
That's the one that I just covered before the first game at what is now the DW.
So that was the glorious first game at the DW.
That was the year Adrian Vowles won Man of Steel, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a playoff game, and Cass won that, so that's what's going to happen this season. I don't know who did this one. Name the player. One of the most overrated imports in the Super League era.
Is this from Joshua? Is this Pat Richards?
No, but it could be. Your second clue is shares his name with a famous 80s soap.
I've got a bonus clue. He is the ugliest player
Brett Dallas
to have ever played rugby.
Brett Dallas is correct.
How can he be the most overrated? He was awesome. Anyway, move on.
Okay. Name the player 2. He should have been sent off in the 1994 Regal Trophy final if Campbell hadn't been such a botless get.
1994. I was 9 years old.
Regal Trophy final.
Oh, it's Kelvin Skerritt, isn't
Kelvin
it? Of course,
Skerritt,
yeah.
the man with the biggest nose in rugby league. And this is the last one. Name the player 3. Sent up the worst bomb in grand final history. I'll give you a clue. This is Rich Wilkinson that sent this in.